Several members of the church where Suzette grew up in the Bronx had family roots in St. Lucia, so we decided to make this the first Caribbean island nation we would explore in depth. Our time in the country started at the southern tip, near the city of Vieux-Fort, St. Lucia's Humanera International Airport. From there, our taxi driver took us up the west side of the island, through the cities of Soufriere, Castries, and Anse-la-Raye, cities we would visit later. He finally brought us to the Coco Palm Hotel at Rodney Bay in the north. The Coco Palm was in downtown Rodney Bay, but quiet and seemingly secluded. It was late when we arrived, and we were happy to have our first meal at the Coco Palms restaurant. When we explored the next morning, we saw that the St. Lucian hills were never far away. The fountain was attractive and soothing in the center of the courtyard. The restaurant and its artwork looked even better in the daytime. Nearby beach, Julius, the fast-talking jewelry vendor, soon made a quick sale. Later that day, we took a cab to the nearby Pigeon Island National Park. It had a combination of scenic views and remnants of historical buildings. Particular soldiers' barracks. The path to the top of Signal Hill was steep. But the sights made the climb worth it. Back in town, we were pleased with a local restaurant we sampled. One day, we arranged for the driver who had driven us to Rodney Bay to take us on a guided tour of the island country. It was a delightful customized tour. Some things we asked to see. Our tour host, Jermiel, selected others that he was certain we would find of interest. And he was right. We went places and saw sights we wouldn't have experienced otherwise. The National Botanical Garden was lush and well cared for. Mud baths, river, and waterfall were nearby. Jermiel found a good spot for lunch. It was the kind of place that only locals know about, including the birds. This park attests to St. Lucia being a volcanic island. Safe for now, but the residents are vigilant. The smell of sulfur is heavy in the air. We went back to Pigeon Island to spend some quality time on the beach. It was a public beach, busy with all kinds of activities, but not crowded. We signed up for an afternoon and evening shoreline cruise. It included sightseeing, a picnic supper, and snorkeling. It was good to snorkel again, though, frankly, there wasn't much to see in the volcanic waters of St. Lucia. Oddly enough, to us, the only music we had heard in St. Lucia was American, particularly country western. Now, in a rainstorm, the crew played some Jimmy Buffett.
No one is wasted in Margaritaville. That's just a heads up.
The weather cleared, and we were able to enjoy some lovely sunset views. Pictures don't do them justice. we had some local company at our final breakfast at a nearby restaurant. A fitting end to our week in St. Lucia.